A Tesla owner just got hit with a $20,000 repair bill, not because something random failed, because he skipped $300 worth of maintenance over 4 years. Meanwhile, another Tesla owner just crossed 190,000 miles. Original battery, original motor. Total maintenance cost? Under $2,000. Same car, completely different outcomes. I've been working on Teslas since the original Model S rolled out of the factory. I've seen owners waste thousands on maintenance they didn't need and lose tens of thousands ignoring maintenance they did. Today, we're getting the real schedule. No upsells, no fear tactics. Just what actually matters, when it actually matters, and why skipping it costs you more than doing it. Tesla doesn't need oil changes, but it still needs maintenance. Let's kill the biggest myth in Tesla ownership right now. No oil change means no maintenance. That logic sounds reasonable until your brakes seize, your 12-volt battery dies in a parking garage, or your coolant system develops a slow leak that quietly destroys a $20,000 battery pack. No oil, that's true. No transmission fluid, also true. No timing belt, no catalytic converter, no exhaust system rotting from the inside out. All of that is gone. And those are the things that destroy gas cars between 150,000 and 200,000 miles. But your Tesla still has tires that wear faster than almost any other vehicle on the road. It still has a brake system that develops its own unique problems from being used too little. It still has a cabin air filter quietly choking your HVAC system. And it has a small 12-volt battery that will brick your entire car when it dies. And it will die. Tesla ownership isn't maintenance free. It's maintenance smart. There's a big difference. And understanding that difference is what separates the owner with a $2,000 maintenance history from one with a $20,000 repair bill. Here's exactly what the smart schedule looks like. Every month, tire pressure and visual inspection. This takes 5 minutes, and it's the single highest return maintenance habit you can build. Tesla recommends 42 psi cold for most models. Check it monthly, not when the dashboard warning light comes on, because by then you're already riding underinflated tires that are wearing unevenly and killing your range. Here's why this matters more on a Tesla than on most cars. A Model 3 weighs over 4,000 pounds. A Model Y pushes closer to 4,400. That weight is sitting on 4 contact patches the size of your hand. Every pound of pressure below optimal means accelerated wear, reduced efficiency, and faster degradation of the tire's internal structure. While you're checking pressure, do a quick visual sweep. Look for uneven wear across the tread face, especially on the inner edges, where Teslas tend to wear first because of the camber angle. Check tread depth. If one tire is significantly lower than the others, you're overdue for a rotation. Take 30 seconds and glance under the car. Look for anything dripping or pooling. A small amount of water under the car from the AC system is completely normal. Anything pink, orange, or oily is not. Monthly checks cost you nothing and can catch problems before they become expensive. Every 6 months, tire rotation. Tesla's official recommendation is every 6,250 miles. If you're not tracking mileage that closely, every 6 months works for most drivers. Here's the reality of why this is non-negotiable. Tesla's instant torque destroys tires faster than almost any gas car at the same weight. On rear-wheel drive models, the rears wear faster under acceleration. On all-wheel drive models, aggressive driving eats fronts. Regenerative braking adds its own uneven wear pattern to the equation. Skip rotations, and you're replacing a full set of tires at 20,000 miles instead of getting 35,000 to 40,000 miles out of them. At $400 to $500 per tire on most Tesla models, that's a $600 to $800 mistake every single cycle. Discount Tire does rotations for free. Costco does it for free if you bought tires there. You don't need to pay Tesla $65 for this service. Any competent tire shop can rotate Tesla tires. Just tell them the lug nut torque spec is at 129 foot-pounds. Most shops run impact wrenches too high and can damage threads or wrap rotors over time. Write it down if you have to. That one detail saves you from problems down the road. One more thing after rotation. Reset your tire pressure monitoring system in the service menu. If you don't, the sensors will still think the front tires are in the back, and you'll get false warnings until you do. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon too. Once per year, brake system inspection. Tesla's regenerative braking is one of the best things about owning an electric vehicle. It also creates one of the most overlooked maintenance problems, because friction brakes are barely used. Brake pads on Teslas can genuinely last 100,000 miles or more. That sounds like great news. It is, until you realize what happens to brake components that sit unused for months at a time. Rotors develop surface rust, calipers start to seize, uneven wear patterns form not from overuse, but from underuse. Annual brake inspection catches this problem before it turns into a repair. Tesla actually recommends cleaning and lubricating brake calipers every 12 months or 12,500 miles if you're in an area where roads get salted in winter. That service runs $100 to $150 at any independent shop. Skip it, and a seized caliper turns into a $600 to $900 repair with rotor replacement included. There's one more thing to build into your brake habit. Every few weeks, make a point to use your friction brakes deliberately. Firm braking at low speeds burns off surface rust and keeps caliper pistons moving. Sounds counterintuitive when you're used to relying on regen, but it genuinely extends brake component life. Every 2 years, cabin air filter replacement. Tesla recommends cabin filter replacement every 2 years on Model 3 and Model Y, every 3 years on Model S and Model X. This one is almost insultingly easy to do yourself. The filter on a Model 3 or Model Y is behind the glove box, accessible in about 5 minutes with no tools required on most models. The filter itself costs $20 to $30 on Amazon. Tesla charges $150 for the service. You do the math. If you live in a dusty region, a wildfire-prone area, or a city with constantly bad air quality, consider replacing it annually instead. A clogged filter doesn't just affect air quality, it makes your HVAC system work harder, which reduces efficiency and puts extra load on the AC compressor. Pull the old filter out and look at it. If it's gray or brown, replace it. If it's still mostly white, you're fine. That's the only air quality test you actually need. Skip the $50 in-cabin air quality check that some service centers try to sell. The filter tells you everything. If your Tesla is equipped with HEPA, those filters run around $60 and last longer while filtering significantly smaller particles. Worth the upgrade if you're in an area with smoky summers. Every few years, 12-volt battery replacement. This is the maintenance item that catches more Tesla owners off guard than anything else on this list. You bought a car with a massively high-voltage battery pack, but every screen, every sensor, every door handle, every system that makes your Tesla a Tesla runs off a small 12-volt battery sitting in the front trunk area. When that battery dies, your car doesn't give you a warning. It just stops working. Complete brick, no door handles, no screen, no driving anywhere. The 12-volt battery in EVs drains faster than in gas cars because it's constantly powering systems that monitor battery temperature, check for software updates, and maintain connectivity. Average lifespan is 3 to 4 years. Replacement is proactively at 3 years. The battery costs $100 to $150 online. Tesla will do it as a mobile service for around $250. Either way, you're spending a fraction of what a tow truck costs after it fails unexpectedly in a parking garage at 11 p.m. If you're buying a used Tesla, ask specifically when the 12-volt battery was last replaced. If the car is over 3 years old and nobody has touched it, budget for this immediately. It's not a maybe, it's a win. Coolant system checks. These are long-term. Your Tesla battery and power connections depend entirely on a liquid cooling system to regulate temperature. This is the maintenance item that, when ignored long enough, can total a car. The cooling system itself is robust. You won't be flushing coolant every year, but rubber hoses, fittings, and pumps age, and a slow leak in the battery coolant system doesn't always announce itself loudly. Check your coolant reservoir under the trunk monthly. Takes 10 seconds. The fluid should be bright pink or orange, depending on your model year. Dark brown fluid or particles floating in the reservoir means change it immediately. Dropping fluid level, even slowly, means you have a leak somewhere. Pink or orange stains under your car after overnight parking are a red flag. Catch a coolant leak early and you're looking at $500 to $1,500 in repairs. Let it go until it causes thermal damage to the battery and you're looking at $15,000 to $30,000, depending on the model. No warranty coverage, no insurance coverage, just a bill. Tesla recommends battery coolant inspection periodically. A hands-on check every 2 years is reasonable for most owners. An independent EV shop will handle this for around $120. That investment protects the most expensive component in your car. Software updates are part of maintenance. This is the part of Tesla maintenance that has no equivalent in any gas car, and most owners treat it as an afterthought. Tesla regularly pushes updates that improve battery management algorithms, refine charging curves, optimize thermal protection, and fix efficiency issues. These aren't cosmetic changes. Some updates have added a measurable range. Others have fixed phantom drain issues. A few have significantly improved fast charging performance by refining how the car preconditions the battery. Ignoring updates means running on old battery management logic, while Tesla has already deployed improvements to every other car on the road. Schedule updates overnight when the car is parked, connected to Wi-Fi, and on a charger. Never update at an airport pickup, on a bridge, or anywhere an unexpected 40-minute software installation would cause real problems. Update at home. If something goes sideways during an update, rare but possible, you want to be somewhere you can handle it without inconveniencing anyone. Check your app regularly for pending updates. Install them. It's free performance improvement and battery protection in a single step. The truth: Tesla maintenance is simple, but not zero. Here's what smart Tesla ownership actually costs over 100,000 miles if you do this right. Tire rotations at a free shop, $0. Annual bank inspections at any independent shop, roughly $500 over the stretch. Cabin air filters, doing it yourself, $60 to $80 total. Brake fluid service, twice, around $160. A 12-volt battery replacement, $150. Coolant inspections, $240. The running total lands somewhere between $1,500 and $2,500. Do all this at the Tesla Service Center with every upsell they offer, closer to $7,000 to $9,000 for the same 100,000 miles. The difference isn't the quality of the maintenance, it's knowing what actually needs to be done and where to have it done. Tesla is an extraordinary vehicle. The powertrain will outlast anything else on the car if you give the supporting systems the attention they need. The battery won't be the first thing to go, but it'll be the tires, the brake components, the 12-volt battery, and eventually the suspension bushings if you push past 150,000 miles. None of that is complicated. None of it is expensive when you stay ahead of it. Tesla ownership isn't maintenance free, it's maintenance smart. Now you know exactly what that means. Drop in the comments which item on this list surprised you most, and subscribe if you want more real-world Tesla ownership advice that actually saves you money.